What you're witnessing right now is history in the making, as I become the first person to, well, probably, I don't know who else would be stupid enough to try this, to run a Minecraft server on a Pentium 3. Yep, that's right, I actually did this, and somehow it actually ended up working. I was kind of just expecting it to crash outright immediately, but somehow we had success. Your first question is probably, why would you do this? Because I can. Your other question probably is, how is this even possible? Well, that's thanks to Java, which is certainly not perfect, and Minecraft realistically probably shouldn't have been developed in Java, but it's thanks to that we can get it to run on some really old hardware that really has no business playing Minecraft, but it's possible, so thanks, Java. So how does this whole multiplayer Minecraft thing, even work? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask. So we basically got two components. We got the server and we got the client. And when you're playing single-player Minecraft, you can kind of think of these as being combined on the same computer. It kind of works differently, but the functions are sort of the same. So the role of the server is to handle stuff like world generation, the loading and unloading of new chunks, keeping track of like the player's inventory, where the player is in the world, enemy and other AI, and just kind of other game logic. That's all being handled on the server side. And the client is basically an input method to tell the server what exactly you're doing in the game. And then its job is to process what the server is telling it about the world. So, stuff like the graphics and everything. Why am I being moved? The chicken is pushing me. What? So when you have both of these things combined together on a single machine, it tends to get pretty bogged down. I mean a machine this old, obviously not any sort of modern computer really, but for example, the Pentium 3, as you can see in this footage, does not run very well with trying to handle both the client and the server's tasks together. But when you split it up like this Pentium 3 can actually kind of keep up with what's going on in the world. And this is running on a Pentium 4 right now, so in terms of the client, it's not exactly the most powerful either. But the power of splitting it up, it actually runs surprisingly okay, better than you'd probably expect. So through the power of splitting things up, we can give the Pentium 3 the task of really doing most of the heavy lifting. I mean, it's basically doing everything except like the graphics processing, which is what really bogs down a machine this slow. And then we can just use whatever client we want to connect to the server and effectively play on a Pentium 3. And here's the server itself. Real beauty, as you can see. It has a 1 GHz Coppermine Pentium 3, so it is pretty high-end for Pentium 3 standards. It has 768 megabytes of RAM, which was thankfully enough to allocate 512 megs to the actual Minecraft server, and we didn't seem to run out of RAM at all with the server, so that was good. I imagine if the world got pretty big and we were building a lot of crazy stuff, it might have been an issue, but at least in the testing I did, it seemed to be okay. Now, this board should be able to support like 1.5 gigs of RAM. However, I couldn't get it to work right with my 512 megabyte stick. It just seemed kind of flaky with it. The stick works fine, so I don't know what's up with the motherboard. It just, theoretically, it should support 1.5 gigs, but 768 was all I could get working. And I chose to run Windows XP on it just because I wasn't sure if Windows 2000 was going to be able to work with it right. I know now that it works fine, but thankfully XP wasn't too much of a resource hog, so it didn't really interfere with the Minecraft server at all. Now, you may have noticed that this Minecraft footage looks a little weird, and you'd be right, because this is not a modern version of Minecraft by any means. This is beta 1.7.3. Now, you might be thinking that using such an old version is cheating, but don't worry, I do test newer versions later. I just wanted to start with something that I figured had at least a chance of running well, and as you can see from this footage, it actually kind of does. Now, playing on the server by yourself is all well and good, and it, seems to work okay enough, but that's not really a true Minecraft server, you know? So I called up the boys to come give it a try. You know what, I guess the low FPS makes it a more authentic Minecraft video.
Increase the FPS in post.
Yo,
Oh
friend.
god, I forgot the controls. What do I do? What do I press? I'm gonna drown. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Yo.
Oh, I spawned in the ocean. I nearly drowned. So will you get demonetized if I say heck?
Yes.
I gotta say, Minecraft on laptop is not the most amazing experience one can have.
Minecraft with the touchpad is... Any first-person game with the touchpad is awful.
For the longest time, that's how I used to play Minecraft, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually gotten reasonably good with it at one point in time.
I have to love when you're lagging in Minecraft and you could, like, mine an object and then it immediately comes back.
Oh, the server is at 100% utilization. It is just maxed out.
Real.
Oh,
There's a creeper there.
It is throwing up so many error messages saying it can't keep up. This poor thing.
I believe in him.
We believe in the Pentium 3. It is still performing better than I was expecting, with 3 people online.
Oh, it's already almost nighttime. Good
Yeah.
God.
I'm going to die, aren't I?
Yes.
Probably. I've returned to the crafting table.
Okay.
I can only make one bed.
I have 1 heart left. There's a spider chasing me. I have half a heart. I am...
Oh, don't say that, man.
We're not gonna,
I think
we're
you've
not gonna
got
talk
more
about
heart
it.
than that.
We're not gonna talk about it. Okay, I think this is... Yeah, spawn. I lost all my stuff, which wasn't much, but it was everything I own. You guys.
No, I mean, Steve, are you able to walk into this area?
No, because I'm stuck.
So there's no chunk error for me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
You guys are like... I don't see any issue.
I'm very scared to get stuck in the chunk.
I'm stuck again.
You can usually make your way out of it. It just, you gotta hold in one direction for a really long time. But yeah, I'm not seeing at all chunk error, so it must just be for
There's something here for you.
Yo.
There's not just a giant gaping hole in the...
Yes.
There's for me.
So am I standing in a giant hole right now? So wait, so you're saying I'm standing on a giant hole?
Why am I dying? Why were you killing me?
None of us were killing you.
I took a lot of damage. I'm at like 3 hearts.
Careful, there's a creeper up ahead.
Aw, man.
What's
Okay, it lagged out like super hard, and he like instantly strafed next to me and exploded with like no warning, and then I fell in the chunk. That's bugged out for me right now. Is this 2 chunks bugged out next to each other actually? Because this looks a lot wider than a single chunk. I think I see some gold down there. Too bad I can't reach it. I mean, unless I dig like right down. It is kind of cool when it like messes up like this, because you can just like see right through the middle of the world and like see the cave down there. Cause like the direction I'm facing right now, down like maybe 20 blocks or so, there's a cave down there. There's like 3 creepers in the cave.
Oh, it's almost nighttime. All right.
There's 4
Steve.
creepers in the cave. There's a ton of creepers down there.
Yeah, Steve, where are you?
You know that missing chunk area thing?
Yeah.
I saw iron and coal there, so I went to go get some.
Oh, cool. There's a chunk missing in the ocean.
Okay, let me... Nope, I'm stuck again.
Yeah, you cannot go into one of those chunks if it is messing up. You just cannot.
Now I understand.
Yeah.
Wait, can I make a... Did it stop messing up? Or am I just in a different area?
You are now underwater.
I keep making bad decisions.
Did you get stuck underwater?
Stuck underwater.
Steve's gonna die.
Am I underwater?
Yes, you are.
I've got valuables. Oh my gosh, fellas.
Is it not showing you underwater?
No.
Is this right where the diamonds are, you're saying?
No. I'm just stuck.
Oh. Well, you haven't died yet, so I guess it must not be registering you as being underwater.
This is my hell. I'm taking damage. Help! Help! Help!
Steve,
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
There's nothing I... Steve, there's nothing I could do.
I guess that's your stuff now.
I'm trying to find the diamonds you were talking about.
Should we go to bed?
Kinda.
I will sleep in the cave. The
You have a
mine I
bed.
built.
I have a bed.
Alright, cool. Are you sleeping?
I am.
Can I put my Minecraft bed next to yours?
No. Come on.
Okay.
Go to bed. Steve, you're not going to bed.
It's not letting me.
And TG, are you not in bed?
I am in bed.
So in bed. I'm dying to a zombie!
Oh my god!
Steve luck moment. I'm gonna die this way. Half a heart. Oh my gosh. That's a real feel. Half a heart.
So with multiple people, it definitely had issues. But it honestly still worked better than I was really expecting. I thought it was going to be totally unplayable. And yeah, it definitely had a lot of problems, and you probably wouldn't want to play on this, like, for real. I was expecting it to just outright just not work at all and just be a total mess. But for what we're working with here, I have to say I'm really impressed with this Pentium 3. It certainly put up quite the fight. So I also wanted to give a newer version of Minecraft a shot just to see what the performance difference would be. I went with 1.12.2 since that's what a lot of big Minecraft servers still actually run, despite it being I don't know how many years old. See, with 1.13 and beyond, they changed how servers work and it's a lot less optimized, so I figured 1.12 was probably the newest I could go and still give the thing a realistic shot. And right off the bat, it's not off to a good start, as it took well over 5 minutes to actually generate spawn. I'm not kidding, it really did take that long. And once you were actually loaded into the world, even with just a single player, there was no way this thing was going to be playable. It was really struggling. Now, it didn't outright crash immediately, but while it was working, it was better than I was realistically expecting. But yeah, it did kind of crash. After like 3 or 4 minutes, it would just crash. I couldn't really figure out why it was crashing. it wasn't running out of RAM. I adjusted the max, tick amount, like how long it has to take for a tick. I increased that like a bunch. It didn't seem to help at all. So, yeah, this thing really just cannot do 1.12. And realistically, probably not even beta 1.7. I mean, you saw the glitches. Probably not what you'd want to have for, a multiplayer experience with your friends, but I don't know. I mean, maybe that's what you want. I don't know. So that's going to be it for this video. Sorry if it comes off as a little rough. I literally just thought of it on a whim and just decided to roll with it, so there was no planning or anything involved in this. I just thought it was interesting enough to share, so hopefully you liked it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Next video is probably going to have to do with the XP machine. I have a few upgrades and ideas I want to do to that. And there should be some other interesting videos hopefully coming up soon. I mean, soon in my terms is like who knows when, but hopefully you guys stick around for that. And so until then, have a good one.